So in this world, we used to have empires ran by emperors. We used to have kingdoms ran by kings. But nowadays, we've got countries ran by... Hey, welcome back to the vlog, guys. So we're here, we're using the pool today. It's been a while since we last used the pool because, as you know, in Thailand it's cloudy at the moment, isn't it? A lot of rain, a lot of clouds, grey skies. It's not been too sunny, so we've not been able to use the pool as much. So yeah, it has been a while. It's nice. Today is quite, well, I say it's nice, but it's still cloudy, you know, but it's nice and warm today.
It's very warm today. When the sun comes from behind the clouds, it's really hot.
Yeah.
It's nice. But when the sun's not out, it doesn't warm the pool up, so it gets cold in here. That's why Natt doesn't want to come.
Yeah, so, you know, when it's cloudy and raining, you don't want to go in the pool. It's cold, you know. We come in the pool to enjoy ourselves. I don't want to come in the pool and, you know, have goosebumps the whole time and freezing. You know, I know we live in a hot country.
This is because Natt's a local. For me, it's nice. It's like having a bath.
Yeah. Don't you guys think, like, at the moment we live in such a crazy time, you know, it's popping off everywhere. In the UK it's popping off because of what happened in Glastonbury recently, and then obviously in the Middle East, you know what's happening there, even in here in Thailand, really close to us, like we're in Surin, and yeah, what's happening between Thailand and Cambodia here, in Kenya they're rioting, you know, everywhere around the world, it's all going crazy, it's mad. It's a mad time to be alive, so we thought, you know, and we also see a lot of like negativity on YouTube. So we thought, come on here, it's been a while, let's have a chat, you know, let's have a chat. We're here. And I think a lot of people, sometimes we just need to sit back, relax, take a step back and really evaluate your situation, you know. A lot of times when we think, oh, you know, we're all stressed, everyone's stressed, you know, everyone has problems and issues in life. But in reality, our problems are minute in comparison to what a lot of other people have. I mean, I say enough times, you know, look at us here. We live a poor lifestyle, really, in comparison to some expats out here. But look at us. Oh, fuck. Camila here, doing a afternoon swim, you know. We live in a nice gated community, as some may say, but also in a rural town, city, if you can call Surin a city, I don't know. But it's perfect for us, you know, and the kids are in school, the kids are happy, you know, they're learning, we're happy that they're learning, and really we don't really have much to complain about. And of course we have the same issues as anyone else have, you know, we have worries and problems just like any normal person or normal couple, normal family would. But sometimes you just have to sit back and evaluate your situation, guys, and really be thankful for what you have, you know, because it could be a lot worse. Like, you don't need me to tell you that, you know, it could be much worse. And to live in a country like Thailand, it's a blessing, you know. It is a blessing, and a lot of people take this blessing for granted. And I see it online at the moment, it's a trending topic. Oh, Thailand's going downhill and everyone's moving away from Thailand. Are they? I don't think they are, you know. I mean, there's other countries that you can move to, but I think to move away from Thailand for some of the reasons that they list out, it's crazy, it's ludicrous, you know, because Thailand's getting expensive. I saw a popular YouTuber the other day saying that they spent 500 baht on 2 pints or 2 beers. Where are you spending 500 baht on 2 beers? I'll go down the road now and get you 2 beers. Give me 100 baht, I'll get them for you, you know. Sometimes you have to put perspective. I always say perspective, you know. Sometimes if you're having these 2 beers, beachfront bar, you know, in one of the most populated cities in the country, most touristy cities in the country, you kind of have to expect the price, you know. And you can't complain about the price because you should have expected that anyway. You know, the other day, I never let comments really affect me. I don't usually reply to the comments. If you see our YouTube channel and you read the replies, usually it's from Camila. Unless like something I feel passionate about, you know. But the other day someone commented, "Oh, why are you always wearing the same black t-shirt in your videos?" Well, what about today? I got no shirt on. How about that? How'd you like that? But anyway, yeah, I own about, I don't know, 10 black t-shirts. And a lot of the times I do wear the same ones because, I'll wear the same like 3 or 4. Because what happens is I'll wear them, Camila will wash them, now they're top of the pile or in the cupboard where it's most convenient, so I'll wear it again, you know what I mean? And the reason I'll wear plain shirts, or generally I'll wear plain t-shirts, either black, white, grey, you know, is because I don't see myself as materialistic. I don't need it to say Gucci, or I don't need it to say, you know, Versace or whatever. It's just a plain black t-shirt, you know. There's no point paying 500 times more for the same t-shirt with a print on the front, you know.
It's funny you say that, because the other day when we were driving through town, I saw a guy in like a police uniform, like an immigration uniform, wealthy person, nice job, and he was driving a pink scooter. No one cares. In England, you'd get ripped for being a man driving a pink scooter. Out here, you have what you have. If it gets you from A to B, it gets you from A to B. Possessions aren't everything in life, are they? So
Yeah,
that's why we wear the same clothes. We don't care.
for a lot of people, you know, possessions, it means a lot, you know. It builds their confidence, and, you know, each to their own. If that's what you need to build your confidence, that's fine. But for me, you know, I'll wear the same black t-shirt, I'll wear the same shorts, I'll wear it until I can't wear it anymore, you know, until it got holes and rips. And
yeah, did anyone clock Natt's boxes in the video before when he jumped in the pond? I threw them away after that video.
They were good boxes, them.
They should have gone a long time
I only
ago.
got a couple of holes in. Got a few more uses out of them, you know. But yeah, I don't care, you know what I mean? Like, why do we care so much about what other people think of them, you know? Some of the things I say online, I'll believe it, and I'll say it because I believe it, and I don't really care what anyone thinks of my opinions, you know. And that's that, you know. In this world, you have to kind of formulate your own opinions. You can't just be a sheep and follow, oh yeah, this person thinks this, so I'll think it as well, you know. You have to do your own research and formulate your own opinions. And when you have your own opinions, stand by it, yeah, voice it, you know. A lot of people, they don't do that. They're too shy. YouTube, you know, the fans might not like me. And I had another comment saying, oh, you're not winning friends with these type of comments. I'm not here to make friends, you know what I mean? Thanks for everyone that watches us and supports us, but we're not here to make friends. We're here to document our lives, say what we want to say, and be free. You know, we moved here for freedom. That's the whole thing, isn't it? Like, we moved here to be ourselves, to be more free, to live our life, to be with family, rather than
the
stuck.
ones that do watch and do support, we show our appreciation all the time for that. So
Oh, of course.
we're very grateful, and we're very lucky to be able to live this life.
Like, if you meet me in person, I promise you, I'm not a dick 100% of the time, you know. But I do have strong opinions. But I also take in other people's opinions, but it doesn't mean it'll change mine, you know what I mean? So.
But if it does, that's okay, because you've learnt something. You've acknowledged where maybe you might have been wrong or had the wrong impression, and you can change it. It's fine. But you don't be a sheep.
Yeah, that's the thing. Too many sheeps in the world, and not enough big gnats.
Don't need any more of those.
Oh, people say I've got an ego. Do you think I have? I don't know, maybe I have.
No, they say you've got a big head. There's a difference.
My head is big. I can't wear hats because my head's too big, you know what I mean? So
that's his excuse for not wearing a helmet on the bike.
yeah. Have to pay more for an extra large helmet. I ain't paying more. Just because the size of my head, that's discrimination.
It's more materials.
Soon I'm gonna have to go a size up on clothes as well. I've been noticing it's getting a little bit tight. So these black shirts, I might have to swap them for new black ones. So recently I've stumbled across more and more YouTube channels now that are created and ran by, you know, like older expats that are out here. They're either traveling or living out here. And I'm thinking, oh, fair play, you know, like they're 60 plus or whatever, and they've been able to work the camera, they've been able to edit, upload, you know, they figured all this out. So it's fair play to them. But I was just thinking, like, when we moved here 2 years ago, we had a lot of people criticizing us for moving, because we were in our 20s still, believe it or not. Like, we were 29 when we moved, and people criticized us because, oh, you're too young, you know, you're making a mistake, leaving your life behind in England, selling everything, you know, the security, NHS, and all this from England, you know. Because I already had a job, we had a life in England, and yeah, people criticise us because we didn't stop and work till we got our pensions, until we're financially stable and able to move out here. And I was just thinking, like, all these, I keep seeing, like, oh, how to travel on a backpacker's budget and all that, and they're like 65, you're on your pension, you're 65 years old, and you're still backpacking on a budget. Like, so what was the point of working until you had your pension? You know, you're still living out here on a budget. You could have done that in your 20s or 30s, you know, when you were younger, when you could do more. Like, fair play for them, you know, to get out there and travel the world, you know, see the world. I encourage anyone to do that at any age. But I'm just thinking, like, why don't you just do it while you can, you know, while you're younger. And of course, you know, a lot of people miss the opportunity and they're just going around enjoying their lives now. But yeah, when you're younger and you feel the urge, sometimes you have to, you know, if you feel the urge, you just have to jump and go for what you want, you know. And I think you know, we never look back. It was a big choice for us because we had a family. It wasn't just me and Camila. We had 2 kids, you know. We're young ourselves. Maybe reckless, you might say, but we're young ourselves. And it was a big choice whether to stay or to move to Thailand. And we said, screw it. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. We just go back and we just have to work hard, you know. As long as you're willing to work hard, you'll be okay in life. And yeah. So anyway, the main point I'm trying to say is, don't leave it until you're 65, 70 before you start enjoying your life. Do it now. Because look around us, the world's going mad. The world's going mad. You don't know what country you're going to be able to travel to next. You don't know what's going to pop off around the corner. You don't know what's going to happen. You know, I might not last till I'm 60, 70, 80. I don't know when I'm going to last till, but I'm glad I made the jump and I never looked back. I'll tell you that for sure. Don't get me wrong, like, I have work in a couple hours. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, you know, we still have to work. But sometimes you have to balance work and play, you know. And a lot of times, it was all work, no play back in the West, and that was the issue, you know. That's why we moved out here. And yeah, like I say, appreciation really goes a long way. And when you sit back and just look around, evaluate your life, we haven't really got much to complain. Whoop-de-doo, I gotta work a couple of hours. For what? For this? People wait a whole year to swim in a swimming pool back in the UK, you know what I mean? People wait till the summer holidays until they can get the kids out of school. They've been saving all year, they've grafted their arse off. We have this on the doorstep. Look, we live there. Wherever we live somewhere around there. We literally live here. It's crazy. Wouldn't even dream of somewhere like this. You can't. It would cost an arm and a leg. Probably literally. Like, you probably have to donate a liver or something to live in a place like this back in the UK. You know? So all these people in the condos and that saying, oh, Bangkok's expensive. And you're literally paying $500 to live in a place that is unfathomable. Is that a word? Unfathomable.
Unfathomable.
Unfathomable. back in your home countries, back in the West. You get what I'm trying to say, you know? So guys, I do want to know though, some of you that are watching, you know, a lot of you maybe are still living back in the West, back in the UK, US, Canada, Australia. Let me know how you guys feel about living there, you know, because I know for some people they love their life. They love their life. They have a happy family, they have a nice house, they got a good job. You know, their life is nice, it's comfortable. Some people are creatures of comfort and they like where they like, or they like what they like. And I know, you know, moving abroad is not for everyone. So let me know your situations, you know, if you're happy with your life. And also let me know what you think about what's going on around the world, because it is crazy, isn't it? You wake up every day and it's something different on the news. It's mental. I can't keep up. All these news stories around the world. This is popping off. Thailand is changing its laws on this and that, and there's gonna be a military. Oh, I don't know what's going on around the world. It's crazy. But look at these fruits though. You guys tell me. I believe these are pomelos. But yeah, they're back. So when we first moved here, we had some, and then obviously someone must have picked them. But they're back now. It seems there's 4 on this tree. Oh, it's only a small tree, but there's 4. Pretty cool. I might ask one of the caretakers if I could take one. If it is even a fruit, I don't know. Anyone knows what this is, do let me know as well. And also guys, come on. How have we not reached 12k yet? We're about 50 subs from reaching 12,000 subscribers. So please, I'm begging. I'm on my knees in water. I'm begging. If you... What the hell is that? Huh? Dogs? Sounds like wolves. Can you guys hear that? What's going on? Why they all just started howling at the same time like wolves? Woo! But yeah, in all seriousness, we'd appreciate it if you know, subscribe, leave a comment, like the video, even share the video, you know. Yeah, thanks. So that bloke, his daughter goes to the same school as us, and he lives up there.
The kids have played together in the pool so many times and we never realised that at school I recognised him from somewhere and he's followed us home.
Yeah. They're half talking to each other in the pool. I'm like, how do you know this kid? Seem like awfully, you know, like when kids are confident around each other, they like start to warm up and play with each other. And yeah, eventually saw him waiting outside school. I was like, I recognise that man. Been in the pool with him many times. So he lives on our Muban here. Oh, look where we live. Ooh. Time of year now where grass is just growing crazy. So here we are, we're back home. Just like that. Right. What's he doing under my shoe? Hey, go find a new house. Camila says, kill it then. I said, no, let it be. Get it. But it's not a bee though, is it? It's a wasp. Huh.
Watch it doesn't fly at you.
Oh. Nah, I'll let him live. He's harmless. He didn't attack. Okay guys, so I want to put you onto something. As you know, Native Farang, we're an educational channel. We like to educate our viewers. So, as you know, in Thailand, we don't have carbonated energy drinks. And if we do have the Red Bull, but it's pricey. It's like 70 baht for a small can. And no way, Jose, am I paying 70 baht for a Red Bull. You know, that's England prices. So, I figured what we do is we buy the uncarbonated. Granted, this one's a Carabao because I've tried a few of them now, and this one to me tastes the best. Okay, so, but you can just buy the uncarbonated Red Bull. You know, everyone knows these, 10 baht from the shops. If anything, these are better because it's higher concentration of energy. So, you pour a bottle in. So that's half a glass, right? So how do you get uncarbonated drink to carbonate? You pour some carbonated drink into it. So here you have carbonated water. Or soda water. You know. So here we go. And just like that, guys, you have a glass of Red Bull. And the best thing, 20 baht. And look, we found a hack. Because I bought 2 of these. Camila can have a glass. 30 baht for 2 Red Bulls, essentially. Yeah? Because you still have half. So, on this channel, we're trying to teach you how to save money for the same things, you know. This is literally just Red Bull. That's all they do. They just add carbonated water to the Red Bull that we buy here. So, cheers, guys. Tastes just like Red Bull or Carabao. So don't say we don't teach you nothing. For reals though, rate my hack out of 10. What do you reckon? Now we've got Red Bull for a fraction of the price. You know? A third of the price even. Feels like I've got wings. You get it because Red Bull gives you wings. Okay.